What up, y'all? Conscious One coming at you again. Oh boy, I'm in the back seat. I'm in the back seat of the town car. Y'all know when I'm in the back seat of the town car, I got something real important to talk about. That means something's really on my mind when I'm in the back seat. So let me start off. Let me just dive right into it and start off by telling you guys a story about 3 months ago. I used to go and get fried chicken from this place every other day and be the same guy working there all the time. He was like some Middle Eastern descent, different color eyes, probably a wannabe Muslim or whatever, same motherfucker. You run into the same type of people in New York. That's the thing about it. You run into the same programs, Middle Eastern guy. He's either working in a deli or he's working at some fried chicken place, serving up black folks. They're serving a fried chicken. You just run into these programs over and over and over and over again. And it's almost hard to even respect these people because sometimes you want to say, do you know that you are a program? Like you're not even an individual. You're just a program. I mean, just what a very sobering thing once you come to this conclusion in your mind, and not only do you believe it, but you know it. You know they're a program. It's no longer a question anymore. You know that they are just a program and they are beneath you. And this is why I have to bring up Scott Snitzer, because he helped me out a lot with that. Because he always say, just see people for what they are and don't feel bad about it. You see, because feeling bad about it, guilt, that's going to hold you down too. You see what I'm saying? All these things that can set off your emotions to hold you down. You can't, it's not my fault. I did not create these programs. I did not create this individual I'm talking to that's just a program. You see, I'm only responsible for my own soul. That's all I'm accountable for. Anything outside of that happens, it's not my fault. It wasn't my decision to put masks on children under 5 years old. And by the way, in other states, they have certain age guidelines. For some reason, though, I don't think New York has that. But anyway, back to the fried chicken place. So about 3 months ago, I had a conversation with this guy, about putting money on a certain football game. And the team actually won, but they didn't cover the spread. We also had exchanged phone numbers that day because I was talking to him as he was closing his restaurant. And I told him, I was like, yeah, call me, hit me up about the game. Let me tell you what's really going on. Because he was talking about putting $2,000, $3,000 on some advice I was giving him. I'm like, look, I don't think you quite understand what I'm trying to tell you. Just give me a call, right? So the guy ended up not giving me a call. And I realized that he was just a program. And I didn't even go back to the restaurant. And whether he did put money on it or not, I don't believe that he was. I think he was just talking up his asshole. That's another thing, too. You could be talking to somebody about something, and you feel like they're just talking up their asshole to you. You feel like they're not even really, they're just going through the motions. They're just regurgitating. Well, let me get to the regurgitation part later on. But anyway, I stopped going to the chicken place, but I had to pick up from there a few minutes ago, and I seen him again. And it was just regurgitation. He brought up some football game that we talked about 3 months ago that he didn't even call me about when I told him to call me. And it was like regurgitation. He brought up something from 3 months ago about winning that game. And then when I tell him, I said, yeah, the team, they did win that game. They just didn't cover the spread. Whether he understood that I only put $20 on a parlay and lost $20, I don't know if he really understood that. But I just went on to tell him that you didn't understand what I was trying to tell you. So nevertheless, he brings up something from 3 months ago that had no significance whatsoever. You see what I'm saying? It was just regurgitated. These are lower life forms too. They're trying to bring you down to some place, some level that you never was a part of to begin with. On whether I lost the bet or nothing, it had no significance because the bottom line was I told him to call me and let me explain everything, and he didn't call. And I'm just like, that's how I realized I'm talking to a program. And a lot of times when I realize I'm talking to a program, it's like I don't want to deal with that individual no more. It's like, because then they're just going to start regurgitating everything that you talk to them about, and it's not going to be a real conversation. You realize that this person does not have a complete soul. I don't know these type of people, whether they new to the, I don't know what they are, but their soul is not complete. They're missing something. You see. Uh, so anyway, going back to when I seen him like I say, a few minutes ago, after we got through that discussion about the betting 3 months ago, so now he's in a regurgitation process. So then he skips from that to going to, oh yeah, hopefully you're going to Vegas, right? I said, no, hopefully I'm actually leaving. Then he skips to something else. Oh, it's hot over there, right? Like, why do you see how he's skipping from one lower level to another? This is an individual from a lower dimension. You see what I'm saying? He's trying to bring me down to someplace I never existed in. That's how you think. How other people think, they try to, I don't have the words right now because I'm not reading off a script, but they're putting their own reality on you. And you don't have anything to do with that reality. You're not in that dimension. This person is from a lower dimension where everything fails, where everything is not good. I'm going here, but I'm doing this, but everything, like, you just, these people, they just talk about low base shit all day in New York, pretty much. They don't talk about winning. They rather talk about losing, because that's all they know how to do is lose. You see what I'm saying? And again, I have to go back to Scott, about not feeling guilty. These people are beneath you, and that's just the way it is. And this is the reason why I don't work on these jobs, because a lot of these people on these jobs are mentally ill. I don't think a lot of these people have an IQ of a 115. I swear to God, I have analyzed these people for a very, very long time. And I don't think these people's IQ, it cannot be over 120. There's no way in hell these people's IQ is over 120 that's working at these places. And you cannot put an individual like myself with my intellect working around people that's low-based people. It doesn't work. So anyway, getting back to the point, again, it's very sobering when you realize that you're talking to somebody that's just regurgitating information. They don't have a in between. I could tell you guys too, you guys probably know people that y'all work with like this. You might approach a person, start talking about something, and then you figure out if they're a real soul. Next time you see that person, say hello and don't say nothing, and see if they say something to you. That's how you know they're just regurgitating everything that you send. They're like robots. It's just regurgitation. It's not conversation. It's regurgitation. You see, I mean, what is so sobering when you realize, and most people are like this. Most people cannot conversate. All they can do is regurgitate. You see, that's why I listen to Scott Snitzer. You got to be high IQ to listen to Scott Snitzer. And I know he's very modest, saying that he has Asperger's and all this. But I find him to be more high IQ than 80-90% of these people out here I run into, even though he says he's symptoms of autism or whatever. You see what I'm saying? Because as far as I know, you got to be high IQ to listen to Scott Snitzer, because he jumps from one subject to the next. And from what I remember, he said his IQ was in the 140s or close to 150. But anyway, then he asked me, he was like, so what you going to do when you, it's the question the NPCs love that. So what you going to do when you get over there? I'm going to do the same thing I'm doing now. Oh yeah, is it slow? Is it slow? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, he's going from one low base topic to the next. Is it slow? It's slow out there, right? I said, no, it's not slow. I'm busy every single day. And then I tell him why I'm busy every single day. And then he's thinking he's processing something else low base to say to me. He's a parasite, basically. He's a fucking parasite. He's looking for something else low base to talk about with me. These people are beneath you. I mean, what a sobering fucking, when you realize these people are beneath you. Do they even know that they're beneath you? Who cares? You shouldn't even be really thinking about that. Point is, these type of individuals when you come across them. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You see, and another thing too, I seen something on. I see the mind control program. Like, I'm on Google, right? Flipping, going through the pages on Google on my phone, and it says something about an Uber driver being stuck on the expressway for 5 hours, and then it says the Uber driver who was stuck on the expressway for 5 hours has just been offered a job. You see the mind control? Everybody thinks that Uber, DoorDash is slow. You start hearing people tell you, man, it's slow. Ain't no money in DoorDash. Ain't no money in Uber. And these people don't know what the hell they're talking about. Just like he asked me, it's slow, right? It's slow. I said, no, it's not slow. I'm busy every single day. I said, if people just work certain hours, they would see the money. How are you gonna go out when everybody else is out? That's like going to a party where you have a cake that's only fit to serve 30 people, but 100 people there, and then you go tell everybody there was no cake there like it's a fucking surprise. You see this low IQ shit? I mean, these people, they beneath me. I don't know what to say. It's not my fault. If it was up to me, I would be around people who can conversate and not regurgitate. I don't know what to say, but yeah, I just want to tell y'all that little story and the mind control. These people, some people, oh, I feel sorry for you. I remember one time I was delivering Uber to somebody and it was raining. Oh, I feel sorry for you. Here's to these people. You know what? That's why I say you should say thank you to the NPCs. Thank you, NPCs, because y'all too stupid to realize that I'm getting paid twice as much as you, even though you probably have some kind of title. You probably a district manager of whatever the fuck, and I'm still making 30 to 40% more than you. But because you got this title, you actually believe that you're doing something. And you're looking at me, you seeing these things on Google, oh, Uber driver got stuck, oh, and then you have all these people on YouTube talking about Uber slow and this and that, and DoorDash sucks, it's not paying. And then they suck all the fucking negative energy people into that. And then everybody's programmed thinking that, oh man, them gig jobs, now you need to keep your job. Don't quit your job and go to no gig job. You'd be a bum if you do. Keep thinking that, NPCs. Go ahead and keep thinking that, because I'm raking in the dough. I think in the last 16 months, I'm approaching $50,000 that I've made in the past 16 months. Now, for a gig thing where I don't have to, I dress how I want to dress, take what order I want to take, work when I want to work, sleep when I want to sleep, go on vacation when I want to go on vacation, go where I want to go. That's pretty damn good. It's not the highest paying in the world, but 50,000 in 60 months and doing what I want to do when I want to do it and not being told what to do like a child, I'm rich. As far as I'm concerned, I'm rich. And these people are under a spell. That's how I see it. But yeah, it's just regurgitation. It's just regurgitation. And the only reason I even went to that restaurant to see this dude was because I had a pickup. And I said, I knew he was going to start regurgitating. I said, let me go back to watch he start regurgitating. Sure enough, that's what he do, regurgitate. Then he's trying to bring all this low energy into your existence, and you're not on that level. And they don't know what to say to you. They talk about, it's slow out there, huh? No, it's not slow. It's busy every day. And they just got a stupid look on their face. Because they've been they're programmed. And the program does not understand anything outside that program, but what they've been told. So that's about all I'm going to say about this, guys. And I tell you, that's why I listen to Scott Snitzer. Yeah, these people are beneath you. It's not my fault. I'm not trying to be arrogant. It's just the truth. They're programs. That's all they is. They're robots. Like Chaperone say, they are nothing. They're absolutely nothing. Holler at y'all later. Peace.